I'm going to talk about it here, but if he would have played, it would have been a whole other story. I mean, all right, this is NBA Finals review. More Game 7 than overall. I'll still talk about the whole. But, first, I have to start out with Tyrese. Him tearing his Achilles is one of the most saddest sports things. And this is me being unbiased. So, like the Luka trade, take that out. The Des Bryant catch, take that out. For a non-fan of the team, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen a sports franchise or player go through. He put everything on the court, on the line, and like he was saying in the interviews, like, it's the NBA Finals. This is what he's dreamed of doing for his whole life. And he was the one that had to say to go out on that floor and play. And he even came out swinging. He came out with a jab and then threw 5 hooks. And then 10 uppercuts. For him to hit I think it was 3 threes without missing, going to the sideline, and then, the whole stadium was drained. There was no more enthusiasm in the crowd. And for him, it still hurts me now to think about it. If he would have stayed in that game, it would have been such a different game. Even when he went out, the Pacers kept it close till halftime, and it was just too much to overcome for Indiana to lose Tyrese, to be on the road, and to be up against that stacked and deep of a team. That well coached of a team, there was just no shot. And the refs, I'm not going to do the whole Shea conspiracy, but they seem squirrely with all of them, not just Shea. But with all of OKC versus Indiana, there were some foul calls earlier in the series, whether it was a jump ball, there was a foul called, there was a game in the clutch 2 inbound calls. I've never seen a jump ball foul in my life. That was it. Just things like that threw me off with the refereeing a little bit, and it just. But besides that, if he doesn't get hurt, not only do I think Indiana still win this game, and now what even sucks with the Pacers is he's out definitely all next year. And then the closest time he'll probably come back the year after that would be the playoffs, the earliest. And even that, they probably don't want to throw him out there in the playoffs after that kind of injury. It might be 2 full years he is out, and he's only 25. Same with Tatum. He's 27, losing 2 whole years of his career at this point. That's something I want to talk about. I've heard there should be regulated high-top sneakers. There should be better floors. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say high-top sneakers would fix the whole problem. Look at the last generation when they wore them. There wasn't this. These athletes are way different than last generation. So I don't think you can really even compare that. Because I've heard a lot of people say that low-top, high-top sneakers don't change a thing. So, whether that would work or the floors some players have talked about, I think whatever it is, whatever works, it's worth an investigation in the league to crack down on what helps. It's just like the NFL and concussions. They had to crack down on concussions and get better helmets, get mandates to require certain things. I think the NBA should be looking down that path so players we shouldn't be having this with 25 and 27-year-old players. I've even heard shortening the season, either shortening the regular season and I kind of go back and forth, shortening the regular season or playoff. I would even be up to either. Part of me goes with the playoffs, don't shorten it, because then you kind of lose the lust of how hard that championship is to get in the 16 wins you have to achieve. But then part of me also says, well, hockey plays 82 games. Why can't basketball players? And, I think that's also a pretty bad, you know, comparison. You can't really compare apples to oranges, but, do I like shortening the regular season and losing those games? No, but do I want to see these players play more and not be injured? Yes. So whatever has to be done to have that happen needs to be something we at least look at. If there's nothing we can do, this is just how it's going to be with how these athletes have gotten, then at least we looked, because this is just right now how it feels. It doesn't feel great, really, because this game, it ruined this Game 7. Everyone was talking about how amazing it was to finally have another Game 7, and we lost it. We had it, but we didn't really have it. We didn't have it like we should have, because that second half, just the whole mood change, the whole momentum change. It was too much. It wasn't the same. And, as far as the rest of the game went, though, Shea played it pretty perfect, as you'd want from him. Jalen Williams played great. Caruso played great. Just kind of shutting down Lu Dort, too, shutting down everyone else now that Tyrese was out the game. The defense changed from Game 6 to Game 7 and then Game 7 when Tyrese went out. They were able to it was the defense we saw early in the series, like Game 2 and 3, where they were just smuggling them. And in Indiana, they had no answers when Tyrese went out, and it was after halftime. They kept up with them. They went shot for shot till halftime, but after halftime, the crowd and that momentum was just too much. Honestly, when you take Tyrese out of Indiana, their borderline playing team going up against the 62-win team, and when they're that motivated, like it is in the finals, Game 7, when they're that good and talented of a team, it's just hard to stop. And like I said in my Game 7 preview, Game 7s I usually give whoever has the best player usually can win, or has the best chance in my eyes of winning. And not only did they have Shea the best player, I could argue Jalen Williams is better than Tyrese. And when Tyrese went out, there was nothing left. And it sucks too. Another thing is how darn good this series was up till Game 7. Game 1, amazing. There were a few blowouts, I'll admit, but within the first 6 games, there was 4 great games, and it's just been one of the best finals NBA series we've had in a while. And it was from 2 teams. Everyone says the small markets bring in bad ratings. Not that these ratings might blow the charts off, but I think these ratings will show when you deliver good basketball, fans will show up. And I think it'll show in these ratings when we expected them to be kind of lackluster. Indiana and OKC, 2 probably smaller market teams. The ratings will still show they showed out for this series. My next couple NBA videos might be down the road. I'm a Dallas fan, if that isn't already expressed, so I'm probably going to make a Mavericks Cooper Flag video. But besides that, it might be a while. If there's something you want me to discuss, you can comment. That might make me make a video sooner. But this might be it for a little bit. But I thank you for watching. I thank you for watching this series. Bye.